Hey guys, today we're going to be unboxing the Master Grade Full Armor Double Zeta Gundam, otherwise known as the Fazz. This is the original release version, so that means it is in the Sentinel colors, and it also has, I think, a little bit different head than the version that was released a little bit later, which is just the normal Double Zeta colors. But I have built this kit, it's been quite a few years ago. It's a pretty cool kit, but it definitely is dated a little bit. This kit is from 2001, so it's a pretty old Master Grade. It's still an awesome kit. I mean, if you look at it, it's definitely very awesome looking. I'll give you a little bit up and down look at the box art there. It's definitely a very large and impressive Master Grade, so it's going to catch a lot of eyes on your shelf once you've got it all completed, but it just can be a little bit finicky just because it is a little bit old. So there's a look at the front of the box. It's quite large and quite a heavy box. There's a lot of stuff in there, so might want to strap yourself in for quite a long unboxing because I know there's quite a few runners in there. And once again, just thank you. This kit is one of the kits that I'm giving away for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Just thank you to the winner of this kit for allowing me to unbox this before sending it to him, because I just wanted to make this information available once again for any of you guys who are thinking about picking up this kit. I want to show you what you're going to get in the box. So, and also I should one more thank you to my good friend Alex. Check out his YouTube channel, Alex the Doof, there. If you want to see what he's got over there on his channel. Anyway, a big thank you to him for donating this kit. He just gave me this kit to give away to you guys. So he's awesome. Go over there to his channel and let him know how grateful we all are for doing that. So, very big thank you to him. So let's go ahead and go around. On the bottom and top of the box is just the same cover art. So let's go around to the sides. This is a heavy box, so I don't want to hold it up for too long. There's about the double beam rifle there on this side, and there's the body armor. Of course, you can open up the chest, and there's some missile bays there on the chest. That's pretty cool. Open up the backpack. There's more missiles there in the backpack as well. The weapons, I think that giant cannon is probably going to be one of the reasons a lot of people are going to be buying this kit, is just because of how huge and awesome that cannon is. Then there, of course, is the high mega cannon on the front of the mobile suit as well, kind of the front skirt, stomach section, and then just some markings. We are getting some markings in this kit as well. I believe there are dry transfers, but my memory will be jogged when we open up the box. This kit retails for 6,000 yen, so pretty pricey, but there's, of course, a lot of stuff in here. So here's the other side of the box. We've just got the front view there. Looks much, much better in this angle than how we saw on the other side of the box. But of course, this is a fully painted kit here that we're seeing on the box. This is not what it's going to look like, just straight built out of the box. Then there's just a detail shot of the head, the armor. There's more missiles in the arm as well. The rear skirt. Not really sure what's so special about that, and then the leg armor as well. Leg armor is very, very cool. I do like that quite a lot on this particular design. So let's open it up and count the runners and everything inside. I'm sure I'm going to lose count of the runners as we're going along. First thing, here's just a little thing here. Korean something. Anyway, this kit comes from the golden age of Master Grades when we used to get this photo insert on the top of the boxes. Very cool. I really wish that they would still do this. Just basically got it's got the name and the Master Grade logo, and then just got a nice big shot of the completed model, professionally built and painted. Really awesome. I really wish that they still did this with Master Grades, but sadly it is now a thing of the past. So we'll set that aside for the moment, somewhere where it doesn't block my light. And let's start the count. So one bag, there's the very large parts for the giant cannon. Bag 2, here's some of the braided cloth parts that are going to go on the power cables, energy cables, and some light blue, more dark blue. There's a big part for the cannon as well. So that's bag 2. Bag 3 and bag 4 are just kind of duplicates. Looks like there. A lot of polycaps. That's all polycaps. That's all polycaps. Runner 5 is just a little guy. There's the V-fin, very carefully packed on that one runner. And a few clear parts. Bag 6, just some light blue armor. Big pieces of white armor there. Bag 7, just some lighter blue. Bag 8, darker blue. Bag 9, back to lighter blue. Most of the Double Zeta Gundam itself, beneath the armor, is all molded in that lighter blue, and then the outer armor is in that white color. And then the inner frame, of course, is in gray, as we're seeing here with this is bag number, I forget the number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bag 11. Here we're seeing some parts for the head and another V-fin there. So I'm guessing that part's going to be omitted. Bag 12, some white parts. Bag 13, dark blue parts. Bag 14, some more just head parts there. That's for the Sentinel version, has a different style head, slightly different head, so that's why we've got a separate runner there. And in that yellow bag are some screws, another thing that we don't see in many master grades anymore, but in this era of master grades we had some screws like that. There's a few in this kit. And I believe this is bag number 15, dark blue parts there for the backpack, looks like. And the last one, bag number 16, has our multicolor runner, so I'm guessing that might be runner A. And then here's our stickers and dry transfers. We'll take a closer look at those momentarily. First, let's take a look at the manual. So here again, this is a very common layout for manuals of that era. Just a line art there of the profile of the head, and then just a very simple design there on the front. On the back, just our back photo of the kit. The front photo is what we had on the insert, and then the back photo is on the instruction booklet. So that's how it was back in the day. On the center part, here, fights on. I still don't really understand why they ever thought that that was the phrase they needed to use here. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Task Force Alpha, which is of course the unit that the S and XS Gundam were a part of in the Sentinel story. If you guys have never read the Sentinel story, I recommend you do. It's very, very good. Eagle Fall, Gundam Mark V. I really am hoping we're going to get an RE version of the Gundam Mark V sometime in the near future. It's a perfect candidate for the RE line. I think it would be just amazing. So hopefully. Here's the painting guide. Some pretty standard, standard, and what do I mean? Not standard, but not standard Gundam colors, but neutral colors is what I mean to say. Of course, there's yellow and green in there, but those are for very, very small details like the V-fin and eyes. Let's go through here. This is something else that's really cool about these manuals, is nice big line art there is very, very cool. If you want to scan that, that's great for making your own color schemes. You can just scan that and then in your computer test out some color schemes, and it works perfectly. And that's just all information in Japanese about the mobile suit. Here's our parts list. There's going to be quite a few X's on here because I believe some of these runners are recycled from the just Gundam Double X, sorry, not Double X, the Double Zeta Gundam, and some of these parts will not be used. So there's all of that, lots of parts, and then this is cool too. I don't remember, but I think that do they do this still in the modern master grades? I don't build master grades often enough to know or to remember, but anyway, this is just telling you what everything is. Of course, you have to be able to read Japanese, but if you can learn how to read just katakana, it's going to help you a lot in the world of Gundam. So all you need to know is just katakana. There's only like 26, or no, like 46 characters, something like that. It doesn't take long. It shouldn't take you more than a week to be able to read katakana. And then once you do, you can actually read what all this is. All this is just all English words spelled out in katakana, so you would be able to read all of this like this would say like it's a mega bazooka launcher or something like that, and you just have to sound it out. Anyway, that's that. And then starting off with the arm units, strangely enough. It's kind of odd to start with the arms, but that's where we're starting. This is another thing that getting a lot of nostalgia from this unboxing apparently. This is something else that I miss. These awesome mechanical illustrations that we have here in the older Master Grade manuals. Just really, really cool. So awesome. This is one thing that I really, really wish they would bring back. Really cool there. Information about all that stuff. Then we're still on the arms, and then we've got more of the technical illustrations about the Hyper Mega Cannon. Very cool weapon. The double beam rifle, very stupid looking weapon. And then just here's like the from the story, the different teams, like anyway, like for example, this is the Task Force Alpha team, so it's saying it's got the S Gundam Zeta Plus, the Full Armor Double Zeta in the 040506, and a Nero trainer type. And then these other units have mostly Neros and Ewok Neros and GM3s, like that. So anyway, that's pretty cool if you're at all interested in that. Then moving along, we're going on with the arm. There's the shoulder armor, the arms, then starting on the legs. Looks like you're probably building the inner frame, then the normal armor, then the extra armor on top of that. So they're finishing up the legs, then moving on to the head. Pretty simple there. Then onto the body, like that. And the body, and looks like there's the waist unit, and then the backpack. Moving on, the backpack is not too complicated there. Then the core fighter, building the core fighter, which will go inside the mobile suit, like that. You need to fold it up. Then building the double beam rifle, then assembly, putting the mobile suit together, then putting on the front skirt with the Hyper Mega Cannon and the power cables that you'll have to string on that cloth cable through there. Putting that all together, how to mount that weapon on the arm, then finally building the giant cannon. As you can see, it's pretty simple, just mostly 2 large pieces and then a handful of smaller pieces in there and around the back of it as we go to the last bit of instructions here. And then the power cable for that, which attaches to the back skirt, if I remember correctly. And then that, and the last page is where to place the markings. So that is it. Let's take a closer look at all of this mountain of runners. Alright, starting us off, as always, is our foil stickers. Very small there, looks like just one large black one for somewhere, I think maybe on the collar. The eyes, and a couple of small green ones there, probably for some cameras. Then we do have a sheet of marking stickers. These are not waterslide decals, but just the same kind of marking stickers that we see with a lot of kits these days. Just some pretty standard warning markings there. Nothing special, probably nothing you're really going to want to use on your kit, I suppose. And then a sheet of dry transfers. These are easily spotted by their separate paper there for the wax paper and the transparent transfer paper. So some pretty cool markings there. We've got the Wave Rider mode marking, the Double Zeta Fazz marking, and then the numbers you can choose whether you want to make it 04, 05, or 06. Then we have our small bag with a few screws and washers in there. Then we have this bag with a couple of power cables. Inside there we have the kind of wide flat one, and then the cloth one, and then a wire one that runs through the cloth piece. And as I said before, there's a lot of runners to go through, so let's start off with runner A, and this is just marked Double Zeta Gundam. So this is not yet exactly specific for this. I mean, this is the Double Zeta Gundam, just in its full armor mode, but full armor version, I should say. But this is just going to be parts for just the Double Zeta Gundam, so if you have that, this is going to be the same on the inside. We've just got white on this side, gray on this side. The B runner, still for the Double Zeta Gundam, this is just kind of pale navy blue color. Of course, these are the large parts for the double beam rifle, and then a few other armor parts, it looks like, then the part for the chest there as well. And behind the head, I believe. The C runner is in just this kind of straight blue color. There's just some parts there at the top you can see for the feet. This parts here, I believe, for the core fighter, and then a few other extra parts on there as well. Here's the E runner. We do have two of these. These are in kind of a pale light blue color. I really like this color quite a bit. These are going to be a lot of parts, looks like, for the legs, and yeah, mostly legs for the most part, looks like. Runner F here, we've got the parts for the Double Zeta head that we're not going to be using, so you're probably going to be able to make most, if not all, of the Double Zeta's head, just to have that around, just in case you do want to use that. But I think maybe the inside part and the faceplate are going to be used for this kit, so you might just have just the V-fin and the outer part of the head. But then here we've got our pilot figures, the sitting and the standing version. And here's the G runner. We do have two of these. Notable because this is one of the few runners that is actually kind of like just inner frame parts. We're usually on most master grades used to seeing a few runners of like just inner frame, but this kit doesn't really have a whole lot in terms of that. So going to be pretty simple. The other thing that I noticed is that although this kit came out in 2001, the runners that are from the just from the Double Zeta Gundam actually came out in 1999. So the majority, or at least half of what you're getting in this kit, is actually from 1999. Here's the I runner, and again we do have doubles of this one as well. Just some more kind of frame and joint kind of parts, and then of course there's the large cannons for the double beam rifle there as well. Runner J is another double. And there we've just got some more armor parts. There's parts for the shoulders and I think for the side of the arm, and a few vents and assorted other things like that. The K runner is the only other runner that's just kind of only inner frame parts like this. So just a handful of parts there. Most notably you can see the parts to make the hips. So those hips are just going to be on just fixed ball joints, no hip swinging action in this age of master grades. And then runner L1 is just all clear parts, some maybe cockpit hatch parts, one of those at least, probably that one I guess is the cockpit hatch part. And there's our piece for the eyes up there as well, and a couple other clear parts I believe for some weapon lenses probably. So kind of cool that they're just plain clear, you can paint those in any other color that you want. Then interestingly, the M runner is our polycap runner, and as you can see, quite a lot of polycaps on there. But we actually get two of these, so double that, and that's all of our polycaps. So of course we are not using all of them, but just the fact that we're even using half of that, that's a crazy amount of polycaps that are going in this kit. Runner O is our first runner that is dedicated to the full armor Double Zeta Gundam, and this very, very large piece on the side, of course, is for that mega cannon, and then there's a handful of other new parts on here. Runner P is pretty simple, two parts, just the main body parts for that giant cannon. Pretty large here, it almost looks like it's like parts for like a space battleship Yamato kit or something. Here's runner Q, I believe, if I remember correctly, this is our first full white runner. So all going to be parts for the outer armor here. Of course there's our chest piece and some parts for the legs there as well. Pretty nice. Runner R is more new outer white armor parts. There's our front and back skirt and more armor parts for the legs, and then I believe these are going up around the shoulders or arms, I believe there, and then one going around the waist there as well. The S runner, we're just back to that blue color, and here you can see all of our missiles in blue, as well as some new parts for the feet and a few other parts. There's our new head cannon there. For the T runner, we've got two of these, so just some more white parts there, including the giant beam sabers. And U runner, we're getting close to the end of the alphabet here, as we do have two of these, just some more dark blue parts there. These parts here on the bottom are going to be parts that you're going to be using for the kind of ammo chain or energy chain that's going to run from the cannon to the back skirt. So hope you like a lot of repetition there, because you've got something like 20 of those, I believe. Or sorry, 20 times 2, so 40. Here's runner W, and we do have 2 of these, so double W. There's the tops of the shoulders and some outer armor here, and just a few other more white parts there. And here we have runner X1. These are going to be some parts for the backpack, because then we have runner X2 as well, and there you can see are the main parts for the body of the backpack. Here's runner Y1, and here's all of our parts to make the head for this specific version. And this runner is marked FA-101A Fazz, so it's marked just specifically for the Fazz instead of the Double Zeta, so here's our specific head for this kit. And finally, runner Y2. Again, this is our V-fin, specifically packed in this very interesting runner, but it's very safe to protect the shape of that V-fin, so you don't have to do any nub trimming except for that one little nub that's going to be covered up anyway. So really nice that we got the V-fin packed so securely in here. So that finally does it for all the runners. So that's going to do it for unboxing the full armor Double Zeta Gundam, the Fazz, in its Sentinel color version. Thank you guys for watching. Hope that was informative for any of you interested in buying this kit. I could recommend it. From my experience of when I built it, it was a long time ago. I could recommend getting it if you're a fan of the design of the mobile suit, because it is definitely a very big, impressive kit, and it's definitely going to look good on your shelf. But don't expect to be able to do a whole lot with it, because I do remember it was a little bit finicky, a little bit not so easy to pose. Of course, it's just a very huge, bulky, heavy kit, so it's going to be a little bit of a brick, but it is going to look impressive, and that's what's most important, I think, probably. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.